Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay? If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we have an 8 of Swords to begin with. I feel like you've been overthinking something lately. Yeah. I feel like the more we've been analyzing something, the more we feel like we're just tangled up in a big knot about it. Reminds me of the Christmas lights from Christmas Vacation, you know, National Lampoon's, Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo. This is that big ball of Christmas lights that we just cannot untangle. Okay? I don't know what this is yet. We're going to put this into some context, see how we get out of this. Maybe see how we got into it, see what it is, but let's see where we go from here, right? I feel like we need a big sword to cut our way through that. We need like an Ace of Swords, yeah? Let's see what else we get. Well, we got a 7 of Swords. It's a little bit of improvement, right? And maybe, actually, look, maybe the 7 of Swords is that big sword cutting through. It kind of looks like we're cutting through wires right there if you use your imagination, right? So maybe that's a good start. Maybe that means we are kind of cutting through the nonsense and getting ourselves out of this entanglement. Okay? Let's see what else we've got. 9 of Pentacles, the Moon card, the Lover's card, the Fool. The Fool is free. The Fool is free and happy. Okay? We've got the Empress. Oh yeah, 6 of Cups. Look how happy we are now. And that's really powerful, creative. So it feels to me, we've got the Lover's card now. Put away your pitchforks. This isn't necessarily romance, okay? I'm not talking about your romantic relationship or your spouse, your husband or your wife or partner. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. This is any kind of a commitment that we've made to something. And I feel like there's a lot of trouble in paradise right now. You know, in a real way, this could be a business deal. This could be a family thing. Could be a sibling. Could be something with mom or dad, right? This is a commitment that we have to someone, a bond that we have. It could be a work thing, right? It could be anything that we've made a decision, made a promise to. Right, something that we have, figuratively anyway, married ourselves to. And now we're starting to say, what did I get myself into? Right? What did I do? So there's a lot of tangle. There's a lot of complication here. And whatever this was, or is, I feel like your mind is really just kind of in knots over it. I feel like you didn't know what you're getting yourself into. Literally. The Moon card behind it. This is something that you didn't have all the information when you made this commitment. Now I feel like you've got more information. This could be a business deal, a business contract even, right? And with the 9 of Pentacles here underneath everything, you thought that this was going to be something different. I feel like with the 9, we were being led to believe that there would be growth, there would be progress, that this would be something productive that would lead somewhere we wanted to be, that it would lead to our Empress energy, right? But I feel like we're having a difficult time now seeing the progress in this. Now, the other way we could look at this is the 9 of Pentacles within you. This is really you wanting to excel. This is you wanting to travel. This is you traveling a road. Well, this is the fool that is free to travel. This is Tao and De, right? This is the way and the virtue of walking on that path. And so this is really what we want, but we're stuck somewhere. It's like you got stuck in some kind of wire. You got tangled up in these cobwebs, and we just can't get through. Okay? We really want to make progress. Look at all this stuff we're going to get. If we can get free of this tangle, look at all that stuff. Look at that beauty, right? Also, Spirit's telling me to ask about the laugh. The one who laughs is what I'm hearing. The one who laughs. Does somebody have a very distinct laugh? Maybe somebody laughs a lot at the wrong times. I feel like somebody has a very kind of noticeable laugh somewhere in your life. It could be you. Yeah. While we're here, though, let's select the mystery card. All right. This is a bonus card, one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And what we got a couple of volunteers. Look at that. 9 of Cups. I wonder what else is underneath that 9 of Cups, though. So there's our mystery card. We're going to put Robo-Duck, a.k.a. Howard the Duck, a.k.a. not Howard Stern, right there on top of that mystery card. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation we need. And if at any point during this reading you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction down in the comments. Yeah, let's do it together. Let's make it an interactive group exercise of our intuition muscle. Yeah. So the volunteer cards that we got, very interesting. A 9 of Cups. Let's put the 9 of Cups down here with what we want. And then also a Queen of Wands. You know, the Queen of Wands, to me, because it is water and fire, to me kind of represents it's the personification of the Empress and the Lust card. So maybe we'll put this card down here for now. This is having this Empress energy within you and this strength, lust, passion, energy, magic, courageous vitality kind of coming out of you. And these two cards together really, this is magic. This is real ambition. This is like nothing can stop you. Okay, but we've got to get free of this tangle first. I don't know exactly what this tangle is. You know, I think you know what it is. It's something that is occupying a lot of mental real estate lately. And I feel like somehow you were misled into something. So it could be that we, for instance, we got promised about some investment. We got sold a bill of goods on this really wonderful investment. We said, yeah, let's do it. And now we're kind of committed. It's almost like, it kind of feels like a pyramid scheme. Or what do they call it? A multi-level marketing thing? I think that's what they call it. It's a pyramid scheme. I always feel like we committed to something, not really knowing what it was. And now it's like, how do I get out of this? And so I think that's the name of the game right now, is getting out of this, because you were not given all of the information. There was some things hidden from you. There was omission. Yeah. And I think right there kind of makes the contract null and void. Yeah. But I don't know if this is a legal matter. I'm not a lawyer, obviously. So this is something that you have to work out. And I think that you have been trying to work it out. This 8 of Swords is really this, first of all, it's a feeling. It's a feeling like, oh, stuff, we've gotten ourselves into a pickle. Because we feel like we're tied up with ropes and we just can't move. And it's a problem, right? And the 8, all of the 8s really, it's about problem solving. We need to figure out how to solve this problem. And so we're sitting here, we're tied up, right? And we're thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. Well, if this was the Rider-Waite-Smith, you know what the 8 of Swords has? Has a lot of swords around the figure. They're bound and hoodwinked. But the solution to their problem is right there next to them. Okay? And what that solution is having a really big sword to just sever those wires. It's just the best way to do it is just to use scissors and just cut the power, right? clean break. Clean, just I'm done, and just no more communication, no more contact. We think of these as like lines of communication. Well, that big broad sword is just right down the middle. Swoosh. Oh, sorry, Duff. Cuts it right apart. Okay, in one fell swoop, one big stroke of the sword, or maybe the pen, frees you from this. So it's not something that needs to be complicated. The situation itself is complicated. The solution is very simple. Clean break. Okay? And I don't think this is a break with your spouse or anything like that. I mean, for some of you, yeah, it could be. For some of you, it could be. And that's kind of the difficulty with the Lover's card, because there are a lot of possibilities there. Okay? A lot of possibilities. I think you made some sort of a promise, you signed some papers, or you took an oath. You know what I mean? There was something that you kind of gave your word about. And you don't take that lightly. You're someone that keeps your promises. But if you were misled, it kind of cancels out your promise, right? And this is what you have to this is the decision you have to come to. I can't tell you what to do. The tarot's not telling you what to do. Okay? The tarot, really, Spirit in this case, is just giving us the energy that's here. Now, I'm getting an M name somewhere, Mike, Mary. I don't know what the M is. And there's also something to do with water. It's maybe it's a river, maybe it's a waterfall or an ocean or something, but there's a large kind of turbulent body of water involved. Or I don't know if it's involved, but it's something that, if it's resonating with you, you know what that means. Yeah. Let's talk about the Nine of Pentacles again. The Nine of Pentacles is down here with this Nine of Cups, right? And this is you don't mind hard work. It's not, you don't want to get out of this situation, let's call it. You don't want to get out of this because you're afraid of hard work. No, you want to get out of this because this work doesn't have the meaning that it was supposed to. So we got this Nine of Cups that came out. This was a volunteer card, remember. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. We want to see progress. We want to travel this road. We want to make progress. We want to see progress. I want to be able to look at my GPS and say, wow, I walked a mile or whatever. We want the visible confirmation that we are making progress. Yeah. With the Nine of Cups, we want there to be meaning to this progress. This is kind of like you are walking in circles. Yeah, you walked a mile, but you're right back where you started. You didn't actually gain anything. So you're doing a lot of work, but there's no satisfaction in it, right? Now, this, I'm not talking about like exercise. I think we should all do some sort of intentional movement, walking around a track, walking in a circle, walking in place, right? That's not what we're talking about here. This is, I think, more financial, more career-related in some way, more kind of life path here. Yeah. It's, it may be, we could link it to health or fitness, right? You bought the latest, greatest, workout machine, right? And you signed a contract to pay for it or whatever, and you find out that it's bunk, that it doesn't work. Right? And so here you are doing this weird machine, but it literally is not working out your muscles in any way. Okay? And that's kind of the thing here. You're doing all of this effort, but there's no real gains from it. There's no satisfaction. There's no meaning behind it. There's no purpose there. Okay? And so with these two, we're looking for meaning and depth. Now, the nines are very important cards because they represent the process. Living your best life, manifesting your dream. Your best life is one that is in tandem. These two cards really are the same. They should be just put together and combined. Right? The water and the earth. The water, your dream. This is you living the dream. Well, that has to have a physical, earthly component to it. Okay? And this is what we're after. This is what we're after. And I think water and earth really represent the Empress. The Empress is kind of the spiritual confirmation of living this dream life. It's not just living the dream, but it's living the dream life with the physical vessel. It has to have that physical component. Otherwise, it's not tangible, right? It's not something we experience through the senses. It's just, it may be still theoretical, or it's still a dream, right? So these two cards are really manifesting the dream. And that is that Empress energy. And that's where we want to be. We've got the Fool right in front of us. The Fool is free. The Fool has cut through these wires and now can just frolic and dance and prance through this road, living this dream. All of this is behind them. Okay? All of this is behind them. Now, I don't know why Spirit's showing me some kind of blue turquoise jewelry. I don't know if it's a belt, but there's a lot of round turquoise stones. And it might be like a belt or something. It's inlaid in silver. I don't know what that is. It might just be, sometimes these details come in as validations, confirmations, or as synchronicities for some of you. Okay, if those details don't mean anything to you, that's fine. Leave them for the next person. Okay. Anyway, the Fool is the 0. The Fool is unencumbered, not entangled in this anymore. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep saying this. It could be a kind of a marriage, the dissolution of a marriage. It could be you really cutting ties with someone else, a family member. It doesn't necessarily have to be a business deal. This isn't the business deal. This is the commitment to something. This is the bond between you and someone or something else that I think is interfering with you manifesting your dream. It doesn't mean that this is in any way part of the dream, but it's certainly preventing it in some way, hindering it. Okay? This really, the Lover's card could literally be us cutting ties with a family member, cutting ties with a friend, right? It doesn't matter. This is open to all possibilities. Okay? But the Fool is free and happy to be so, because now the Fool is free to travel this path. And that's going to take us over here to the path of the Serpent. And as we talk about these cards, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it helps out the channel, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you very much. We got this Empress. And the Empress is the embodiment of the dream. This is paradise. This is you living your dream. This is you in the land of milk and honey. This is you manifesting your dream and delighting in it, enjoying it, living in it. And this is a situation for you that the more effort you put into it, the more you're going to get out. That's what I feel with the Empress right now is if you nurture something and love it and take care of it, it's going to nurture and love and take care of you. Kind of like, let's say our relationship with nature. If we live in harmony with nature, nature's going to be in harmony with us. So I feel like this is what the Fool is walking toward. This is where your journey is taking you. And this is your general energy. This is where you want to be, and this is where you will be once we cut our way out of these wires. All right? And furthermore, we've got the 6 of Cups in the position of the environment. This is you finding the right people. This wasn't the right people. Okay? And this is at the top because I feel like this is kind of what you're looking for in some way. You're looking for the connection. You're looking for the right people, the right place, the right job, the right commitment for yourself. You're looking for where you belong, kind of, right? And so we've got a 6 of Cups. And this is really the connection, the deep emotional bonds, spiritual bonds with people around you in whatever context. And it is through this kind of sense of community, sense of connection, sense of belonging that we can weather any storm. This is you finding the right people. All right? Finding the right people. And the Knight of Pentacles in the position of, this is kind of the obstacle. And this, I think, I don't know why this is the obstacle, right? Because we have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles here, why is it difficult for you to see the end result of something? Because the Knight of Pentacles is the one that has the spiritual vision, the creative vision of that best life, that dream come true. I can see it now. You can see all of it. I don't know why this is the difficult thing. Maybe maybe because you're in this tangle of wire. I almost cursed. You're in this tangle of wires. Maybe it's difficult right now when you think about it. If you're in the ball of Christmas lights, you can't really see. Your vision is obscured by all of this complication. Yeah. So that's why this is in the position of the difficulty. Once we get ourselves out of this vision will become clear. The road to that will become clear. And that is the road that the Fool is traveling. So that makes sense with the Knight of Pentacles here, right? That makes sense. I'm still getting that jewelry thing. I wonder, is it maybe it's family jewelry? It's been passed down or something, or it belonged to somebody else? I don't know. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the kind of the complicated communication thing right now that we just kind of need to split from. It might have something to do with possessions or some sort of family jewelry or the estate or something. Yeah. I keep getting that jewelry thing coming in. Anyway, the lust or strength card at the very end. That's magic. This is now your confidence, your power, your freedom to manifest. Free from this, it really does something to your spirit. It really fires you up. And this is just, in a very real way, this is like just raw enthusiasm. You just cannot wait to get up and start doing your thing, whatever it is. Because you feel like you can just reach up into the night sky and pluck out a star. Can you imagine how big you would have to be if you could just reach out and pinch a star out of the sky? Stars are pretty big. We'd have to be just infinite to do that. And this is kind of how you feel right now. This is that stature, that confidence, the feeling, almost an invincible feeling. Being free from that tangle, now it's just everything and anything is possible. It's very, very empowered with this card. And we also have the Queen of Wands too, which is kind of how we get that. It's the embodiment. This is you feeling like this. This is the spiritual energy of it with the Empress. This is literally you in that mode. Queen of Wands. Water on the inside, let's call that the Empress. Fire on the outside, that's the confidence and the power and that zest, that vibrant lust for life that we see here. I do think you know exactly what you want. Okay? And I do think that your journey is a long one. Yeah. And I feel like this is really a fresh start. This is the ability for you to kind of start again, to start fresh, to get out of this and finally be free, and you're on your merry way now, and it feels so nice. Feels so, so good. Well, let's look at the mystery card. Yeah. What is this going to be? Gosh. Well, maybe we'll get the Death card, which is your power card. Okay? Which is your power card. Also, Spirit's telling me that somebody had an issue with their breathing. Yeah. I feel like a family member maybe is on oxygen now, or maybe you are, but it's a recent thing. I think they're home. I think they're okay, but now they've got to really take care of their breathing. Okay? I'm not a doctor. This is not a diagnosis. This is what Spirit's telling me about the energy. There's the breathing thing. Yeah. Mystery card. I'm just going to say the Death card, your power card. Yeah. Or a 3 of Pentacles. Let's see what we have. Oh, it's a 10 of Swords. I think Spirit's been doing this lately. Spirit's trying to tell us what the possible result of all of this could be. That if we don't do something about this, what do? We do 8, we do 9. The 9's not a very good card. Finally, we get 10. Finally, we get just, this is the worst of the worst. And this is, I think, the natural progression of energy if we don't go the other way. See, we're at the 8. We can either go 9 and 10, or we got the 8, we can go 7, right? We go the other direction. If we don't do anything, if we stay doing this, whatever we're in now, we're basically stabbing ourselves in the back. And that's what I see when I get a 10 of swords. I think we did that to ourselves, right? And this is us taking responsibility. If we're in a situation that is hindering our progress, or that is not good for us, or we've been deceived or misled, and we remain in that situation, that's us. We've decided to stay there. So it is kind of it's a self-betrayal, right? We've been betrayed here. And I feel like in this situation, this is kind of how you feel. Maybe you feel like you've already been betrayed. This is just the worst. Well, you can improve this situation. You can get out of this. It's not here yet. And the Spirit's been doing this lately, kind of giving us this really final kind of end picture of things to tell us this is one possibility. This is the possibility we don't want. So this, I think, is a very good confirmation that we need to go the other direction. Okay? Now, we're going to do an extended reading, too. If you want to watch that, I think you should. There's a link in the corner. There's a link at the end of the video. There's a link down in the bottom. Here, there, everywhere. Right? New readings for Scorpio every Wednesday and Saturday. But I'm here every day doing readings. You can come back and sit in on a session tomorrow, maybe watch a different sign. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. Does not cost you anything to subscribe. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I like to see how worldwide the community is getting here. It's really beautiful what we're creating here, all of us together. Yeah. Because I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.